My name is Rob Staveland. My company is called Aiki Homes, A-I-K-I Homes, a word which loosely means harmony with nature. We have a commitment to sustainable building and have been kind of a pioneer in the green building movement for 20 years, kind of since there was such a thing around here. I've been building personally for almost 40 years, and we're definitely a kind of values-driven company, and we particularly believe in the idea of what's, I guess, currently called the triple bottom line, which is being responsible to society, the environment, and ethical business practices. There's a lot of pressure on the building industry right now on a lot of fronts. Planning and development, huge turmoil. Nobody really quite knows what to do, and there's a lot of stress between usual ways of doing business and new ways of doing business. We're going to have to start learning to live in more dense communities. We're definitely going to have to start moving towards smaller houses, far more energy efficient houses. There hasn't been a lot of talk about the longevity of houses. As far as I can tell, most modern houses are basically constructed to outlive the mortgage. 30 to 50 years, and that's about all that seems to be expected. And there's a lot of possibilities for how that could happen, but I would say that the kind of existing technological possibilities are still way too limited. I see a number of really interesting possibilities with Microsoft Hohm type technology there. We've been looking for an effective way to monitor the energy usage of the houses we build and be able to compare them relatively easily with more conventional type houses. And so the more people get involved in that database, that would be extremely helpful to us. Casey was pointing out, it's getting to the point where built green and LEED type ratings are going to be filed with the title with the houses and become part of the record for the houses, and people are going to start looking for that. They're going to start having an effect on appraisals. Absolutely, green build is having an effect on the value of houses, and appraisals is coming. I wouldn't say it's 100% here yet, but it's really close. And being able to actually use that type of technology to tweak the houses, to be able to just try a new technology or a system in one house and see how that affects the actual real-world energy performance. And then, as we were speaking of, the evolution to the point where it actually becomes easy to put in kind of whole house energy management, where, for example, we could anticipate changes in the weather or outdoor air temperature and start adjust the heating load that's delivered to the house. There are ways of doing that now, but they're a little more complicated and not quite as elegant than having it be part of a whole integrated energy management system. From a builder standpoint, have a comprehensive kind of anticipatory energy modeling component where we could actually plug in all the parameters of a house, including not only insulation and windows and square footage and whatnot, but and climate areas, but also solar gain. I mean, those kind of softwares exist, but mostly you hire a specialist to do the energy modeling. And if there was kind of a homeowner or certainly builder-friendly energy modeling program, particularly one that could be recognized, through some of the accrediting agencies such as LEED or Built Green, that would be tremendously helpful.